For some, they're protective creatures. For others, an omen of death. They've even been described as a manifestation of the devil. Whatever their purpose, the phantom black dogs of Britain have appeared in many shapes and forms. We met up with this man, Ivan Bunn, a folklore expert who's collected more than 100 reported sightings of the ghostly canines. Brenda Bartram had a ghostly encounter at nearby Barnby. She was walking to the post office with her sister at night when she suddenly saw a dog in the moonlight. Assuming it was her neighbour's pet, she tried to get hold of it.
When I first saw it, it was just like a retriever dog, you know, black retriever dog. And when I went to get hold of it to take it home because the boy was deaf, that just went small. I couldn't touch it. When I went down to get it like that just went like a cat. And I stepped back, I was frightened.
More than 60 years on, Mrs. Bartram still won't venture out alone at night. She fears the phantom dog could be out there, somewhere. It was around the same time that old Chuck was spotted by another witness a few kilometres away in Beccles. Christine Turrell's mother, Emma, was convinced she saw the phantom canine in her back garden. It appeared out of nowhere and jumped up to look through a window.
The dog turned round and brushed past her, and she noticed his big, red, fiery eyes. And it ran off down the yard, and Dad came out with the torch and put the torch all round the garden. But there was no dog, and it couldn't possibly have got in or out because there was a 6-foot wall round the garden then.
Right up until she died, Emma Riches stood by her story. That she'd disturbed a devil dog that fateful night in 1938. Other people in the area say they've only heard old Chuck. One man who contacted Ivan Bunn claimed he was followed by a phantom dog.
This dog, which he never saw, apparently got closer and closer to him. He could hear it breathing, he could hear its footsteps coming through the reeds and the grass. He could hear it panting, and the faster he walked to get away from it, it continued to follow him right across the marshes, and he was extremely frightened by the experience.
A few weeks later, the man reported that his son had died tragically. Had the presence of old Chuck been an omen, a foreteller of disaster? Most paranormal experts agree that black dogs are more substantial than ghosts, as they often leave physical traces behind, such as paw prints. In 1577, a devil dog reportedly bounded into a church in Blythburgh. As the congregation knelt in prayer, it swept through the pews, apparently killing 2 men and a boy. Another person was said to have suffered burns in the attack. Today, scorch marks are still visible.
They will be offered. Are offered as tangible proof that the devil in the shape of a great big black dog visited this church in 1577, did the things that he did, and fled through this door and damaged it on the way out.
Even the church has given some weight to the story. Its official brochure describes the markings as the devil's fingerprints. Legend has it that another church in the nearby town of Bungay was also visited by a devil black dog. The frightening event is said to have happened on the same day, during a violent thunderstorm. One written account, published shortly afterwards, describes how a black dog or a devil in such likeness appeared before the terrified congregation.